This video contains many flashing lights. If you suffer from epilepsy, we strongly advise that you click off.
Pull it up, JB.
In the past few years, he's become somewhat of an icon for youth around the world, which is oddly peculiar considering he's only dropped one single in the last 2 years, alongside a number of features. Playboi Carti has had the world waiting for his upcoming album Lotta Red, which he has been teasing since 2018. With all of the hype that's currently behind Carti, one may wonder, how is he still so prevalent in hip-hop today? What some may not realize is that there's an entire special appeal behind Carti that he spent his entire career perfecting. Playboi Carti has gone through a number of phases in his career, starting off as Sir Cartier before changing it to what we know today in 2013. During his earlier days, he opted for a more lyrical approach, and as time went on, his persona had made itself known and noticeable, garnishing him a die-hard fan base.
Like one of a kind, honestly. Like,
bro, yeah. Like, I got hooked my freshman year, bro. When he was on SoundCloud, he was on the come up, bro. That shit was popping.
Yeah.
Playboi Carti, the best artist in the world.
No cap, bro.
No cap. Like, he the best. The best.
Better than Kendrick,
Better than everybody. I don't care.
As Carti continued to come up in music, he continued to perfect his cool as well. Not only did his music reflect this, with bars talking about the expensive, eccentric life he lives, but so did his personality. Whenever he was seen on camera, Carti made sure to stay low-key, giving simple, relaxed responses while always showing off his outfits and jewelry. He has always given just enough to make fans want more, as shown through the evolution of his music. When Playboi Carti released his debut mixtape of the same name, listeners noticed that he moved away from his lyrical approach. While his lyrics were still decipherable at this point in his career, they did not serve the purpose of telling a story. Instead, Playboi Carti used his lyrics to create a feeling, keeping the listener excited throughout the song. His rapping, coupled with intricate production from the likes of Pierre Bourne and Harry Fraud, created an album full of songs that helped strengthen a growing genre of rap, one that is focused on giving the listener an enjoyable experience instead of just telling a story. Songs like Location, Magnolia, and Ya Mean don't intend to tell listeners anything profound. Instead, they focus on making the listener have a good time. Fans everywhere have fallen in love with Carti's debut mixtape for creating a certain vibe throughout, and Carti realized this with his follow-up project, Die Lit. Die Lit was one of the most exuberant displays of Playboi Carti's image in recent memory. With this album, Carti showed how brash and bold he could really be. Songs like R.I.P., Old Money, and Shoota featuring Lil Uzi Vert all feature powerful 808s that support Carti's lyrics, in which he talks about typical rap topics, flexing his jewelry and the women he gets with. This does not take away from the listening experience, however, further adding to the appeal of Playboi Carti by creating a sound that makes listeners want to let loose. Whereas his debut mixtape, Playboi Carti, was something that made listeners want to kick back and have a good time, Die Lit was something that made listeners want to go crazy. This is shown with Carti's live performances, where fans have been seen creating gigantic mosh pits to songs like R.I.P. and Shoota. The energy that Playboi Carti's songs exude is a major reason for his success, with fans flocking to him for music that makes them feel something, rather than just getting a message across. The Atlanta rapper is well aware of this, as shown by the changes in his persona in recent years. Since the announcement of his upcoming album, Lotta Red, Playboi Carti has taken a more subtle approach to his music. He rarely gives dates to anything anymore, letting the few words he speaks in public put ideas in fans' heads. His tweets are always cryptic, giving subtle hints to when his next album may drop, and often giving fans false hope. Playboi Carti's appeal comes in how laid back and low-key he is, with his music evoking a feeling rather than focusing on telling a story. Instead of being like other rappers around him and doing everything he can to stay in the spotlight, Carti does the opposite. The Atlanta rapper lets his music speak for itself and keep fans talking about him, especially with the constant leaking of his tracks. He does not make it seem like he wants attention, but instead lets fans wonder what his next move is. With his feature on Drake's track Pain 1993 earlier this year, as well as the release of his track Atman just a few weeks prior, fans have been wondering if his album is coming soon. But it does not seem like they're figuring anything out anytime soon. Playboi Carti is a sort of enigma in the music scene, being laid back so much to the point where it's almost mysterious. Even when he got into music, he kept his cool and made sure to let his music speak for his actions. Now, with the upcoming album Whole Lotta Red hopefully on the horizon soon, Carti will continue to remain laid back, and maybe even drop music consistently. Are you a fan of Playboi Carti? What do you think of the appeal behind his music? Is it more because of the feelings that he evokes, or the persona he exudes? Let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. If you want more music and style content in your feed daily, then make sure to check out our Instagram at AudiblWav. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like button and click subscribe for more weekly content.